Welcome CPAers, my name is Brian Kessler and I'm the owner of the CPAguide.com. So for the past couple days I've been doing a deep dive into what Wiley CPAexcel 2014 has to offer. And let me tell you, it goes down real smooth. So what is Wiley CPAexcel most known for? Well, CPAexcel is known for offering bite-sized lectures. So what does that mean? You normally, for a typical review course, you sit there for 2 hours, watch a video lecture, take out your highlighter, make some notes and stuff like that. CPAexcel takes a different stance. They know you're a busy person. They offer you 10 to 15 to 20-minute lectures. So you can split your day up between lunch, when you're commuting, wherever you are, they want you to be able to study. So I think this is a great feature. They also have one of the highest pass rates in the CPA exam industry, which is at 87%. Compared to the national average, which is around 45 to 50%. So after I've taken a couple days to look at everything they have to offer, if I had to retake the CPA exam, without a doubt, I would want to use CPAexcel. They're definitely the new industry standard and are a step ahead of most of their competition. So they offer two different products. They have the Video Gold Medal course and then their self-study pack. The Video Gold Medal course is probably the one that you want to look at. It offers their lectures, the slides, their course study materials, some professor mentoring, and then course outlines, which are just basically a summary of all the lectures where you make all your notes and everything. And they also have no expiration date. So this is key. I think this is what sets it apart from their competition because, some of you might start off a little rough on the CPA exam, and then before you know it, your CPA exam it's expired. So then you have to scramble to find a whole new course and relearn how to do everything. Well, you don't have to worry about that with CPAexcel because they want you to stick with them until you pass. So that's just one less thing you have to worry about. So their self-study pack is essentially the old Wiley CPA exam review course repackaged, and it includes their focus notes. So basically this is just a PowerPoint slide of all the high-level material that you would find in the course outlines, but it's just not nearly as detailed, and it's more of a summary. You still get access to 3,700 multiple choice questions out of their text. So this is the Wiley text that you'll get. It's a simple study guide, and then you also get access to 1-year access to their 4,300 test bank questions. It's a good value. It might be better to supplement the gold medal course or one of the other review courses. Probably for most of you, you'd have to be really diligent and really be a self-studier for that probably to work for you. They also offer some supplemental products which will help you regardless of which review course that you purchase. The key selling point for me is the flashcards. They offer tons of flashcards that you can purchase like these printed out, or if you get the gold medal course, you'll get free access to their mobile app, which has all of these on the app, so then you can just use your phone to go through the flashcards, or you can go online to their the actual review course, and they have the flashcards included there. You can also purchase, it's called the virtual classroom. So basically that's just one more level of assistance that you can get from CPAexcel. That's like a live classroom setting that's all online. So I think that pretty much covers all the physical materials that CPAexcel offers. Let's take a look now at their online and offline access actual program, and I'll kind of walk you through everything that Wiley CPAexcel has to offer there. Okay, so I've opened up the CPAexcel review course on my computer. The first thing you'll want to do is set up your exam plan. So you can either use CPAexcel's plan or set up your own. Let's go with CPAexcel's. So based on today's date, they think I should take my first exam on May 13th, and I should expect to study around 17 hours per week. Okay, so now that I've clicked next, there is now a syllabus set up. So it's a day-by-day plan of what I need to follow. So let's go ahead and save. Okay, so the exam planner is saved. They list out a number of tasks that you need to get done before you sit for the exams. Then the bulk of everything that you'll want to be looking at is in your assignment summary. For tomorrow, I need to complete the financial statement audit section of the materials. So let's click on this link, and it will take us to the audit section. So as you can see here, the highlighted areas are what I need to complete by tomorrow. They give you a lecture, the study text that applies to the lecture, and then a couple exam questions. So let's take a look at the lecture.
Let's begin by looking at the distinction between accounting and audit. That aside as a separate topic and call that management accounting to distinguish management as a user attributed along with the financial statements to those external users.
Okay, so as you can see, the lectures are a little dry. It's basically just a lecturer going over the PowerPoint slides that correspond with the course outline textbooks that CPAexcel provides. Granted, I understand that they're not there to entertain you, they're there to teach you, and I do think that the material that they're presenting is definitely great material. The presentation probably could be a little bit more entertaining compared to some of the other review courses that I've looked at. Okay, so let's look at the study text. So they give you the ebook here, the PDF form of the study text, or you can use the physical book. I would recommend using the physical book. That way you can take notes and highlight everything that you think is important. But they also give you this option to come back and review. And they also give you exam questions. So you can tag your questions as you go through them, and then it kind of lets you know what you've gotten right and what you've gotten wrong. So let's go launch the study mode. So this is the ideal way to start off, just because when you click on an answer, it tells you whether you're right or wrong and why you're right or wrong. And it's kind of handy to have so that you can learn from your mistakes. Okay. So they also give you some supplemental materials down here. So here's the slides from the lecture that you can kind of come back and review. I don't know how much I would use them, but some of you might find them useful. They also give you some additional proficiency questions. So this is very similar to the exam questions. You take them and learn from your mistakes there. They also give you electronic flashcards, which I mentioned before. You can use on your mobile app, or you can buy them separately and have the actual physical note cards. But these are very simple. They just show up on your screen, then you click flip with the answer, and then you go to the next one. And then you also have your CPAexcel mentor discussions if you've purchased the gold medal review course. This is where you can post a question and somebody will get back to you within 24 hours. Okay, so that's basically everything that you can expect from each individual lecture. So it's, like I said, very short lectures, and then you got your study text and some questions. So once you've gotten through all the lectures, then it's time to start going through the final review material. So I would go up to the simulations tab, learn everything there is to know about simulations, what to expect for each section, and then you'll have your TBS tutor, or task-based simulation tutor. This is where you can select whichever lecture you want to select, and then they'll throw a simulation at you and see how you do. I would do a few of these just to prepare yourself, just because simulations are so random on the actual exam. So then for multiple choice, there's the EQ tutor. You know basically which areas you want to focus on, and then you can do a random shuffle, or you can do the CPAexcel Smart Sort, which is basically the most challenging questions for all the people taking CPAexcel right now. So it's a great way to prepare yourself for the actual exam. Okay, so then once in the final weeks of your studying, I would definitely come to this audit simulated CPA exam. So this is exactly what you'll come to find on the actual CPA exam. So it's got your 3 multiple choice testlets and then all your simulations. This is definitely very important to focus on towards the end of your studies. That's pretty much everything there is for the audit materials. Let's go look at some of the analytic options that you have. Okay, so once you've come in and done all the multiple choice and everything, it'll tell you where you're at, and then you can click on the details. So this is each individual section. It'll tell you where you're scoring higher, where you're scoring weaker, and so this is a great place to come to figure out where you need to focus as you're going through all the materials. Once you've started going through all the multiple choice, this information will be more populated, and then you can also jump to a simulated exam here, and you can help prepare yourself for the real thing. Okay, so let's take a look at the mobile app. Okay, so I just downloaded the app onto my tablet, and the home screen here shows you the ability to do a quick quiz, to tag multiple choice questions, or to study. So let's start with study. So you have each of your sections here. You can click on exam questions, select the lecture that you want, and then it'll pull up a group of multiple choice questions. So then you just select your answer, and it'll flip over to the other side, and it'll tell you whether you got it correct or incorrect. And then if you want to tag it for later, all you have to do is click the little tag button here up in the upper right-hand corner. And then for flashcards, you just click on the flashcard option, go to Audit, whatever lecture you want, and then it'll pull up each individual flashcard, and then you just click, and it will flip over, tell you the right answer. So this is very handy to have when you're on the go, very easy to use, and it's really quick. So then we can go back to tagged, and then it'll pull up the question that we just tagged. So whatever questions give you a tough time, I would tag them. That way you can easily come back to them and take all your hard questions at once. Okay, and then there's the final quick quiz, which is just a random set of 20 questions that you can just flip through, and it's easier than going to each individual lecture and then picking which ones you want to do. Okay, so that pretty much covers everything that the mobile app has to offer. Alright, so now that you've seen the physical materials, the online access, and then the mobile apps, I think that at this point we can say that the pros of Wiley CPAexcel 2014 are the mobile app, the ability to just access it on your phone or iPad anywhere, the flashcards, being able to have them physically printed off, use them on the online course or on your mobile, the exam plan summary, which just you can fully customize it based on when you're actually taking the exam, and then you just complete the plan as CPAexcel gives you. I think that's fantastic. The brief lectures, again, you're a busy person. I think that they have it set up just perfectly for people like us. And also, I think the key selling point is the no expiration date. I mean, things happen, busy season comes, you just never know how long it's going to take you to pass the CPA exam, and you need a review course that backs you up and won't let you down like that and then force you to buy the whole review course again just because you didn't pass it in an 18-month period or however long. So there were some things at CPAexcel I hope that they improve on. You know, the bite-sized lectures are great, and they do have a wide selection of different lecturers that they've hired. But again, I mean, accounting is kind of a dry subject, and sometimes I found the lectures to be fairly dry as well. Granted, they're not here to entertain you, but I think there are other review courses that have better lecturers out there. So also the online system, as you saw, it did have a bit of a learning curve. So it took me a little bit to figure out, you know, what lecture lines up to what section of the course. So, but once you get it figured out, like it makes sense. So if you're a little technologically behind, it might take you a bit longer to figure out, but hopefully my video helped you kind of get a sense of how it all works. And granted, Wiley and CPAexcel just merged in the past year, so this is something that they're probably in the future going to focus on, but I really would like to see, you know, the Wiley CPA review course and the CPA review course more merged together so that they line up one for one. So as it stands, like, I really think Wiley should be used in the last week or two of your studying before you take each section, just because it's brand new questions that aren't included in the CPAexcel course. So I would look at Wiley as more of a supplement and not necessarily do them simultaneously, just because I think that would get too confusing. So other than that, I think CPAexcel is an excellent course. Like I said before, if I had to retake the CPA exam, I would absolutely choose Wiley CPAexcel. I think that they continue to improve every single year, and I look forward to seeing what they come up with next. Thanks again for listening. You know, if you found my review useful, I highly recommend you sign up for my social media. I have Facebook, Twitter, sign up for my YouTube channel. That way you can keep in touch with me, and I can help you as you progress through your CPA studies. And I also offer a great newsletter where I show you all my tips for what mistakes I made, and then how I fixed them, and then how I ended up passing the CPA exam. So thanks again for your time, and I appreciate you watching.